There are 3 reasons why monkeys should never, under any circumstances, evolve into humans. Each of them is hidden behind these cards. And the first one is chaos. Monkeys are aggressive, cruel, and almost uncontrollable creatures. You think people are like that too? Well, you just haven't seen what other primates are capable of. And here's a simple story that made me feel uneasy. In the summer of 2022, the Japanese city of Yamaguchi suffered numerous attacks by macaques. Animals weren't looking for food, didn't show interest in something unusual, they weren't scared by something, they just chose violence. In July alone, Japanese macaques attacked 58 people. 58! The animals bite and scratch adults, sneak into kindergartens, try to kidnap babies. Moreover, macaques are smart enough to attack those who are weaker. Most often, they target kids or elderly people. Macaques tend to sneak up and attack from behind, often grabbing the victims by the legs. The attacks got so bad that Yamaguchi City Hall hired a special unit to hunt the animals with tranquilizer guns. The traps just didn't work. Like I said, macaques weren't looking for food. So far, the attacks don't have any serious consequences, only bites, cuts, and severe stress, but the authorities recommend to be very cautious around the macaques, avoid eye contact, try to appear as large as possible, and retreat as quietly as possible without making sudden moves. Yup, we're still talking about Japanese macaques, those cute animals who love to chill out in hot springs. After all, Japan is not the only country where people faced aggression from primates. In India, this happens much more often. If you look it up, you can find quite a lot of articles on this topic. Rhesus monkeys in India regularly steal food, alcohol, glasses, clothes, even medical equipment. They even break into cars and offices, wreaking havoc there. And of course, they launch attacks, and children are most likely targets, though nobody's safe. Imagine, 50 monkeys are coming at you, clearly wanting to take something away from you. Keep in mind, about 90% of the monkeys carry tuberculosis. Not to mention the fact that monkeys sometimes kill people right in their houses. But you can't do anything about the macaques, they're considered sacred animals. The best way out is to take a larger primate with you, which will scare off small robbers, or catch them and later take them out of the city. The problem is, rhesus monkeys are smart. They almost always come back. Food is free in the cities after all. In Malaysia, monkeys also break into houses to steal food, but they also take puppies and kittens. Not to eat them, they just drag them along as if they were toys without causing them any harm. Well, or maybe we just didn't see everything. But all right. We can assume that monkeys do this only to other species, who they consider either a source of food or funny toys. The thing is, they not only kill their own kin, they even eat them. That's also true for other animals in the wild, but damn, they're our closest relatives. There were several cases like that, and all of them still look weird to scientists. For example, the murder of a former alpha male chimp who was exiled. For 5 years straight, he lived alone, trying to rejoin the group from time to time. He had some social ties he established there, and in general, nothing foreshadowed such a tragic end. But one day, the members of the group got together, attacked him, and killed him rather cruelly, and then also ate him. Knowing all this, the fact that chimps hunt red colobus monkeys doesn't seem so revolting. Actually, chimps eat not only bananas and leaves, they have a rather diverse menu, which includes fruits, insects, honey, eggs, bark, and meat. Actually, it can make up to 8% of their entire diet. That is, it's not just some carrion that they accidentally stumbled across. Chimps specifically prey on red colobus monkeys, picking babies as prey, and kill them by the dozens. Not only because they're easier to take down, it's all about the brain. It's very nutritious, and the babies have a rather soft skull. If the monkeys feel like it, they may also add alcoholic drinks to their menu, and that's a conscious choice. A study published in the journal Royal Society Open Science describes a group of wild chimps in Guinea that have occasionally raided palm wine production sites. The chimps drank from breakfast until nightfall, but only one individual ended up drinking too much, as if they definitely knew when to stop. Vervet monkeys living free on the Caribbean island of St. Kitts are also addicted to alcohol and notorious for stealing cocktails from tourists. Studies have shown that when choosing between sugary water and sugary water with alcohol, they choose the latter. And they also know exactly how much to drink to change their behavior, but not enough to get wasted. Although this doesn't mean that a primate can't drink too much alcohol and go wild. Well, you probably know how it works. One minute you're walking around the city and want to relax, and the next minute you find out you're drunk and standing on the roof of a bar with a knife in your hands. A monkey actually went into a Brazilian bar, drank someone's rum, grabbed a knife, climbed onto the roof, and started swinging it, threatening visitors. Only males. Firefighters were called, the knife was confiscated, and the monkey was sent on its way to sober up. And probably banned from the bar for at least a couple weeks. I agree humans act this way too. More often than primates, actually. But now you'll see why monkeys will be much, much worse than us if they evolve to the human level. The thing is, they're not only more aggressive, they're also stronger. Coupled with intelligence, we'll get incredibly cruel, smart, powerful opponents. You get it right. This means war. Steve and I are definitely not the first to wonder what would happen to the planet if primates suddenly became as smart as humans. And I'm not even talking about the creator of Planet of the Apes. Scientists like the behavioral ecologist Innes Cuthill and the comparative psychologist Joseph Kahl have the answer. As Cuthill says, the advantages of humans as a species are based on the technologies we invented. But the physiology of primates is similar to ours. Which means that after they got smarter, they could use all the achievements of mankind. Chimps, orangutans, bonobos, and gorillas would be able to access our computers and wield our weapons. At the same time, they could quickly start creating unique technologies using human tools and all our knowledge. And we would face strong opponents, really strong. When it comes to intelligence, humans could compete with other primates, at least at first. But in terms of physical strength, well, we stand no chance. In the past, one could fight frightening figures. Chimps were believed to be 5 times stronger than humans, or even 8 times. But this data comes from old, not very reliable studies. Not so long ago, scientists checked all the facts again and found out that chimps are about 1.35 times stronger than humans. Keep in mind, they're much smaller than us. Adult chimps usually weigh about 100 pounds. It's all about the muscles. This is where the difference lies. Different fiber lengths, different protein composition. Instead of strength, humans received endurance in the course of evolution. Our ancestors needed it to travel long distances, populate new lands, and develop. So in some ways, we actually won. But while we upgraded our endurance, the rest of the primates only became stronger. Orangutans, for example, are 5 to 7 times stronger than humans. They can lift up to 500 pounds, which is about 3 times the animal's own weight. Their bite force is almost 4 times that of a human, just a bit less than that of a lion. And if we talk about gorillas, then what can I say? Silverback gorillas are stronger than 20 humans. One such gorilla can bench press up to 4,000 pounds, while a trained person can take, 440 pounds? The world record in the raw bench press is 782 pounds. That's much less than an ordinary gorilla can handle. So now, incredibly strong, intelligent, aggressive creatures appear on our planet. In fact, scientists believe that monkeys would be the only threat in a world where all animals would become smart. Herbivores, for example, need to spend most of their time eating grass to get enough energy. Instead of communicating, making tools, creating a culture and fighting, they would have to eat. That's not convenient. Aside from herbivores, sharks, dolphins, and killer whales will also be out of the race for power, unless they engage in underwater struggles. However, large animals such as lions, tigers, bears, wolves, elephants, and rhinos may try to compete for a place at the top. Perhaps for a short time, they would pose a danger to us, simply because without a weapon, a human can hardly fight such opponents. But unlike primates, neither a lion nor an elephant can handle any firearm. This means humans will defeat everyone except their hairy brothers. This brings us to another major problem: competition. Evolution is not about progress, but about how well organisms are adapting to the existing environment. Today, people and, for example, chimps occupy different niches, where they feel quite comfortable. But if they started to change like we once did, we'd end up amidst the struggle for resources. A serious one, not like stealing a sandwich or a cocktail. And then all primates, except us, would simply die out. Every single one of them. They'd not be able to compete with humans. Today, the monkeys feel fine. They simply have no reason to occupy our niche. Actually, they're already smart enough. There are even cases when chimps hunt using spears. A group of chimps in the southeast of Senegal literally makes weapons to get food. They remove the leaves from the branches, then sharpen them with their teeth to injure or kill the bush babies with the resulting spear. But this doesn't mean that monkeys can compete with us, because, well, check out the ants. They're unique creatures. They appeared on Earth much earlier than us. There are many more ants in the world than humans, and they're well adapted to the areas where they live. Ants invented agriculture. They understand the danger of diseases. They know how to heal wounds, take care of each other, fight. They also multiply at an incredible rate, but ants aren't going to evolve to the level of humans to take over the planet. They simply don't need it because their life works out just fine for them. What's the point of trying to take someone else's spot when you already have such a great one? Actually, in a sense, the planet already belongs to them anyway. See you later.